Hi, everybody. So I'm just going to give it a few seconds to see if anyone else joins us. But today we're going to be talking about like all things beauty and makeup. So I guess we'll get started. So my name's Kristen. If you've never joined me on a live stream before, I am so happy to have you on my live stream today. Like I just said, we're going to be talking about some makeup. Some of it is like things that I have tried before and that I love, but there are a few things that are new to me that I'm really excited to try. So let's just get started. Let's start with, okay, let's just talk about face wash first. I totally forgot to grab it, but this is one of my favorite face washes. It's by Indie Lee. It's a purifying face wash, and hold on just one second. My ring light went out. There we go. So it's the purifying face wash from Indie Lee. It's extremely gentle, good for all skin types. Of course, before we do our makeup, we want to have a nice clean base. So this is one that I have been loving and recommend. Like I said, I completely forgot to grab it. It's in my like beauty area in my room. So, but it's big. It's a good size. It will last you forever. A little bit goes a long way. It lathers beautifully. So like I said, before your makeup application, of course, we always want to start with a nice clean base, which I've already done. I did that earlier this morning. So let's get into a primer. This is a primer that I've been really loving. It's the Vapor Beauty Gentle Illuminating Primer. A little bit goes a long way with this one as well. I could have probably totally used even less than that. But it just adds a nice glow. It's not oily or anything like that. So if you do have oily skin, I know that's like one of the things is that you don't want to use an illuminating, or people are afraid to use an illuminating primer if they have oily skin, but this one is so not greasy. It's like not overly shiny or anything. It just adds a little bit of a subtle something to your skin to make it look a little bit more healthy, alive, all that good stuff. So that's a primer that I've been using recently and really liking. The next thing is totally new to me, and if I could find it here, it's the Exa Beauty High Fidelity Foundation. I have never tried this. I've never even swatched it, so let's hope that I got the right shade. I got the shade 460 Greta, which I believe is a more like neutral tone. So let's see. I personally don't care for beauty blenders, so I will be using a brush. So it looks like it could be just a tad bit dark, but that's okay because once summer comes around, I won't be quite as ghostly. Verishop does have tons of really great brushes. I'm just going to use a random one that I have here. This one's just from BH Cosmetics, but if you are in the market for brushes, Verishop has tons of really beautiful ones. So let's just start blending that in. So far, I like it. It does not feel heavy. It doesn't feel sticky. Let's see. I don't have a mirror. My mirror is right here, so forgive me if I look away for a minute. Let's see here. I do put foundation on my eyelids, and I just use that as like my primer. That's just personal preference. So after buffing it in, like I do like to kind of do a little bit of sweeping motion. Okay. So there's that. So once I blended it in, actually the color doesn't look too dark. When I first applied it to my skin, I was a little bit nervous that it was going to be much too dark for me. But now that just really beautifully evened out my skin tone. I like that. Like I said, it doesn't feel sticky or tacky. If you like didn't want to set this, let's say you had very dry skin or you don't like to set your foundations, this one totally is one that you could just let it be and not set it, just because there's no tackiness or stickiness there. I like that. Okay, so that's definitely a winner. Again, that's the Exa High Fidelity Foundation. And I got Greta 460. I'm normally in like MAC NC20. For reference, I know MAC's a very popular foundation. So that's why I usually go with that one when I'm talking about comparisons. So I'm going to do a little bit of a contour here. This one is from Rare Beauty. Again, Verishop does have tons of beautiful, beautiful contours and so many good makeup items, such a good makeup selection. So if you guys ever need any like help or recommendations on products that are on Verishop, please feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. Verishop doesn't like to have a messaging like where you could back and forth message with people, but if you ever wanted to message me on Instagram, I'm also there as the Lifestyle Archive. So please feel free, if you ever have any questions about live stream or anything like that, please feel free to message me, DM me on Instagram. I'd be more than happy to answer any of your questions that you may have about any Verishop products or anything that I go over in my live streams. So let's move on to the next thing, which is going to be the Vapor Beauty Aura Multi-Stick. Let me grab it real quick. This is such a gorgeous multi-stick. So it's called a multi-stick because obviously you could use it cheeks, lips. I mean, if you wanted to use the color as an eye color, I wouldn't necessarily use this exact shade as an eye color, but there are some really gorgeous shades that you could use as eye colors. This is the shade Spark. So sorry, I don't know what I was doing there. I was about to just apply it. So these, I do like to apply it with my finger, not the stick, directly onto my skin, because I do feel, and this is for all cream products, not just this one, but I do feel like if you just apply like the stick directly, it can remove some of your base product. So I try to just always apply either with my finger, or I'll like swirl a brush onto the cream product and do it that way. I did with the concealer apply it just straight, but that is a little bit different than applying like a blush or a highlight. With those two products, I do prefer to use my finger, like I said. The contour, since I'm not going to be, you know, really moving it around too much, it kind of just stays where I put it. I do prefer to just apply that way. So that is the Aura Multi-Stick. It's really beautiful, really natural looking. It just gives the slightest bit of a flush. They have some gorgeous colors, tons of different options for different skin tones and things like that. So there is that. And you could definitely see that primer, the vapor primer that we used first. You could definitely see the glowiness showing from underneath the foundation, because the foundation, the Exa foundation, is not a super glowy foundation. So whatever you're seeing pop through is from the vapor primer. So I love that primer, especially since now that it's winter, I do have more of dry skin. But like I said, it's not an oily primer or anything like that. If you do have a more oily combo skin type, it's not going to make you look oily throughout the day. It's just going to give you a little bit of a glow. Okay. Next up, we are going to talk about, and this is another new to me product that I have never even used before. I haven't even taken it out of the box yet, and it is the Priori Mineral Skincare Powder. So this is broad spectrum 25, so an SPF of 25, and it is a mineral powder. So this does look, this is shade 2, and it does look a little bit yellow, so we'll see. This might be a little bit too yellow for my skin tone, but we shall see. Okay, so So I'm just going to take a very small amount on a brush, swirl into the lid, and I'm going to kind of do down here just to see what we're... Oh, okay. So I thought it was going to be really yellow, but it actually is pretty sheer. I don't see it adding much color at all. So I like that. So that did mattify just a bit, not too much. I like that. I will definitely continue using this. So as you can see, the color does look kind of yellow for my skin tone, but I don't think it looks too yellow on my skin at all. So this is definitely a winner. And it's a little bit on the pricey side, $36.55 with today's deal, but $43 normally. But I could totally imagine this lasting forever because I just used the most minimal amount. And I'm all about, you know, I'm fine with spending a little more on something if it's going to last me a really long time, which this definitely will. I also love that since it's a powder and it has SPF, you can reapply your SPF throughout the day, on the go, super easy. Just throw a brush and the product into your makeup bag or purse or whatever. Leave it in your car, and you have a very easy way to touch up your SPF, which is always a good thing to do. Let's go to eyebrows. So I have been loving, sorry, let me find the brush for it. Oh, I have been loving the Forever Magic Double Shade Eyebrow gel. I have the shade Magic Dazzle Brown. And what it is it comes with this brush spoolie combo and the actual product. There are 2 shades, which you can see. I use the lighter one. The dark one's just a touch too dark for me. And you just take a bit, and it's a little hard to do this without the mirror. I had to angle my camera a little bit so my mirror's this way and you guys are here. But let's make it work. So a little tiny bit of this goes a long way. This is another one of those things that, you know, it will last you forever, which I'm all about. I haven't had any problems with this drying out on me or becoming like hard to apply. So this is one of those things that will last you a really long time. And again, I just used the tiniest amount. You can see how that really defined my brows. Like I'm literally like just dabbing. I'm not scooping, I'm not swiping, I'm just dabbing it into the product and applying. And you always want to do this with an extremely light hand. I probably should have waxed my eyebrows for you guys. I'm sorry. But I am a busy mom, and if any of you out there are busy or are busy moms too, I'm sure you understand. Okay, and then again, just brush that out with the spoolie. So easy. Took me literally 10 seconds. If I wasn't talking to you guys, I could do this within just a few seconds. And that's it. My eyebrows look so much better. Sometimes if I'm like in a rush, I'll just do this and a little bit of mascara and put, you know, obviously my skincare, but then put the illuminating primer on top. And that's how I'll leave the house. So I really love this product. It is one that I highly recommend because no matter what type of eyebrows you have, whether you have like really full eyebrows, whether you have more sparse eyebrows, this is one of those brow products that will work for everyone. You can choose to set it with a gel, or you could just leave it as is. I've never experienced this like moving around on me or the product like slipping or anything like that, and I hardly ever set it with a gel or anything like that. This is like I said, I just leave the house like this most days, and have never experienced any issues with, you know, the brown ending up on my forehead or something like that. So love that brow gel. It's really good. And let's do eyes. So I don't have this exact palette, but I saw this palette and I loved it, and I think I'm gonna buy it. But I do have this one that is very similar by the brand Lawless. It's called the Baby one, and it's pretty similar to this PYT Beauty one. So I just wanted to put just a touch of eyeshadow on. So I'm going to go in with a more, this orangey shade here, which it does look like in that PYT Beauty. There is a shade similar to that. And sometimes, you know, I'll just do 1 or 2 shades of eyeshadow and a little bit of a shimmer, and that will be my eyeshadow look of the day. So I'm going in and tapping off the excess and all over my lid. Obviously I have a lot of lid space, so if you are wanting to recreate this or anything like that, you know, you can go up more or less on the lid with the shades depending on your eye shape, your lid space, and all of that. With the same brush, I'm just going to go in with this little bit darker of a brown. It's very warm. It has some red undertones in it. It's very pretty. And I'm just going to go here in the crease, kind of just to define that crease. And add just a touch of definition. And I'm literally putting hardly anything on my brush. Just to add some definition. And that's it. And that's what I would do on most days. And then I would go in with this cream shade here on my finger. So this is like a very, I'm in a rush, I need to get out of the house, or, you know, I just want to look presentable but don't want to put in too much effort. This is that type of look. And that's what I would do with that. And I would call that a day. I mean, you could definitely add in more shades, more blending, stuff like that. But for day to day, this is what I do. And it's so easy, so simple. Like I said, the palette I just used is from Lawless Beauty, called the Baby one. But this PYT Beauty that I have up on the screen right now looks very, very similar, but it's obviously a larger palette, so you get more shade options, which is always really nice. I think I'm gonna get this one myself because $23.80 on the deal today is a deal. And then the last step in my day-to-day, you know, everyday routine would be a mascara. So I have this little set I found on Verishop, and it's so good. You get to try 3 different Wander Beauty mascaras. The one that I'm going to do today is the Mile High Club. So this is a volume and length mascara, and I really love this one. So I just curl my lashes with my very dirty lash curler. Excuse that. I should have cleaned it off before I started today, but I didn't even realize. And then, so this is the wand. I feel very much like a YouTuber right now doing this, but this is the wand. Really, really easy to use. I'm trying not to do that like mouth open face that we all do when applying mascara. So there is with the mascara, without. So it does add some length and some volume to my lashes, which I love. Oops. Let's see. And I don't have like the best lashes. Oops, totally got it on my eye. So I love a lengthening and volumizing mascara. And this is a great one. I do use this one pretty frequently. And then if you ever get mascara on your lid like I just did, just wait a little bit for it to dry and then go in with your cotton, and then gone. And we don't have any smudges or anything like that. You can also do this like if you get it under the eye too, just wait for that mascara to completely dry. Just take a quick little swipe and it'll be gone, and you won't have your makeup move around or anything like that. So that is that Mile High Club mascara by Wonder Beauty. And I believe in the kit you get the full size and then 2 small sized ones. So for the deal today, it's $25. That's a fabulous deal because you could easily go to Sephora or Ulta and spend $25 on a full size mascara. But with this one, you get a full size and 2 trial sizes. And for me, I don't know about you guys, but for me, trial size mascaras always last forever. So $25, $50 for 3 mascaras, in my opinion, is a very fabulous deal. After I do my mascara and it is like completely set and dried, I always go in with a mist. So today I have the Ghost Democracy Peptide Packed Dewy Toning Mist. What's great about this is it's a, setting mist, but it's also a skincare mist. So it does have skincare benefits. You can use it in your skincare routine, or you can use it to set your makeup, before your makeup, whatever the case may be. It's very multifunction, multi-purpose. So I'm just going to read the back to you. It says, this breakthrough exceptionally clean toning mist hydrates and gives skin a plumper, firmer, and more even toned appearance, and refreshes for healthier looking dewy skin. It's oil-free, fragrance-free, alcohol-free, and silicone-free. So it's free of a lot of bad stuff, and really, really good for your skin. So like I said, I'll wait a little bit for my mascara to mostly dry down before I spray with a mist. This one, give it a good shake. I love this stuff. The mister is really good. It's like pretty fine. It doesn't leave, like, as you can see, it doesn't leave big giant water droplets on my face like some mists that I have tried before can do. So very nice mist. This will also last a long time. Like I said earlier, I love products that will last a long time because I don't want to have to keep refreshing my stash, once a month or once every other month. So if I could get a few months out of my products or longer, of course we want to pay attention to the expiration dates and things like that. But for the most part, if I could get a long while out of my products, I love that. So I think we're done with the skincare. So I just wanted to share a couple of necklaces that I've been loving with you guys. This one is from House of Jewels. Well, they're both from House of Jewels Miami. And this one is the Bendecida necklace. And it is the most gorgeous everyday chain with the little cross. And I love it. I've just been wearing it nonstop. The chain is so dainty. It looks like it's kind of not even there. So I love that. And they're very high quality. They're not heavy, but they're not like cheap feeling whatsoever, especially for the price point that they are. They don't feel like a Forever 21 like cheapo thing, but they are nice, sturdy, good quality pieces. Especially my favorite one is especially this one. This is the Smiley necklace, and it is just so cute. Here, let me put it on for you guys. This one is heavier than the other chain that I'm wearing now with the cross, but just so cute, so on trend. I've been seeing the smiley faces everywhere, so you could totally like layer your pieces. I just love them. This brand has such cute jewelry. I found them here on Verishop and decided to get these two, and I am so impressed. So I will definitely be buying more from this brand, especially, like I said, the price point is so there. It doesn't feel cheap. It feels good quality, like it's gonna last. More like a Nordstrom jewelry piece than a Forever 21 jewelry piece. So highly recommend if you're in the market. They have earrings. I don't have my ears pierced, so I went with the necklaces, but they have earrings, bracelets. I believe they have rings. They have, everything you can think of. So highly recommend checking them out if you're in the market for some new jewelry. But other than that, that's all I have to share with you guys. I loved doing my makeup with you guys. This Priori Mineral Skincare powder, highly recommend, since it has SPF 25 in it. A great way to reapply your SPF, which now that we're kind of getting out of the cold, or we're going to be getting out of the cold and into the spring and summer months, we definitely need to be reapplying our SPF. So a great product to have at the pool, at the beach, wherever you may be. Just do a quick little swirl on your face and you have your SPF. The Exa foundation also was new to me. just tried it, and right out of the bottle, like you guys saw, I did think it was going to be a little bit too dark, but the color matches beautifully. So I would say that the description of the shades is spot on, because I just kind of went with a light neutral shade, and that's what I got. So highly recommend this as well if you're in the market for a new foundation. I have tried other products from Exa, and I'm very, very impressed with their products. So I cannot say enough good things about this brand. I've been truly loving the other products that I have from them. So I know that I'm going to love this, or continue to love this as well, because on first application, it does not feel tacky, sticky, doesn't look oily, greasy. It blended in my skin really beautifully. So highly, highly recommend. Otherwise, I think that's all I have for you guys. Like I was saying earlier, please feel free to reach out to me on Instagram, since Verishop doesn't have like a DM option. So if you have any questions about any of these products that I shared, or how I do my makeup, or any Verishop products, or whatever your questions may be, or even if you just want to reach out and say hi on Instagram, please feel free to do that. The Lifestyle Archive there on Instagram as well. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Probably be on next week with another live stream. I haven't quite decided what I want to talk to you guys about yet. So I will put up that reminder probably later this week. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful week. I'll see you next week for another live stream, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.